So I got this idea from Viyaura to draw a 10-second, then 1 minute, then 1 hour stickman. So let's get into it. 10 seconds on the timer is not a lot of time at all, but I can draw a decent looking stickman, and of course I had to give him a cute little smiley face. I don't know why his arms are slanted down like that, but hey, he's a cute little guy with a little bit of a deformed head. Don't worry about it. Moving on, let's get into the 1 minute. Let's go. This time I actually made the head a circle. I know these arms look weird, but you gotta understand the vision. I wanted to make this cute little guy dancing, jamming out with weird, funky arms. And of course, I gotta add a headset so that you know he's listening to music, but as you can see, it does not look like a headset. It kind of looks more like earmuffs, but don't even worry about it, all right? With the last few stressful seconds, I decided to give him 3 little fingers on each hand. I gotta say, the fingers were not the best choice, but now let's move on to the 1 hour stickman.
Perfect.
1 hour is a lot of fucking time to draw a stickman, so I know you're probably wondering, like, how am I gonna spend an hour drawing a stickman? Well, you know, I love drawing creepy things. It's the best. I usually don't have to look at references when I'm drawing something creepy because my head is already filled with a bunch of ways to make something creepy. So, because of that, I decided to make a creepy stickman. You know, I definitely gotta add long-ass arms, long-ass legs, and long-ass fingers to make it creepy, you know? It's giving kind of a Slenderman vibe. At first, I wanted to make him smiling in a creepy way, but it just did not look how I wanted it to. Does anyone else have that problem? Like, you can envision it so clearly in your head, but when you go to draw, literally it just does not come out looking right at all. It's all messed up. But hopefully that improves when I become a better artist. Anyways, I just decided to give him empty looking eyes instead. Originally, my plan was to make him look like he's made out of sticks, you know, stickman, sticks. You can see where I'm going with this, right? But I just do not have enough knowledge on drawing sticks to be able to do it without a reference. So I could see the vision in my head, just couldn't transfer it onto paper. Anyways, now that the sketch of the body is done, it is time to add something a little extra because, you know, we still have like 45 minutes. I couldn't decide what exactly I wanted to add. At first I thought maybe wings, but as you can see, it just did not come out looking how I wanted it to, like everything else. So scratch that idea. Then I decided, oh, I'll just make like sticks coming out of him. That'll be cool. But they just didn't look right. I didn't place them right, so scratch that too. I finally decided on making it more symmetrical by adding these 6 stick pointy things. I don't know what the fuck to call them, but they're there now. There are 3 coming out of each shoulder, so 6 total, and then 2 on each side of the back, so 4. For you to be able to tell that the 4 are coming out of his back, I had to add some contrast to it, and the easiest way for me to do that was to just color in the things in the background and leave the 6 that are in front white. All right, well, I finished this drawing up. Let's learn a little bit about stickmans. Where did they come from? From a time before we had access to anything, really, just basic like stone tools and shit like that, also known as the prehistoric age. There are a lot of old drawings, or whatever they're called, that are depicting human-like figures. Anyways, like 10,000 years later, around AD 1000 to 1650, it's believed that the 4 ancient people made this stickman figure, but the first known intentional use of the stickman was 1964, the Summer Olympics in Japan, actually. Let's get back to the drawing though. Okay, so he's looking pretty creepy now, but there's one thing that's really bugging me. His arms. Because I colored in those 4 sticks that were coming out of his back, it kind of made the arms blend in because I also decided to color them in before I decided to color in the backs. The back sticks. Because of that, his arms just kind of blend into the background, and it's really hard to tell that they're in front of everything. And I also messed up on his right eye, but you know, that's okay. Maybe it's just like that. Maybe he just has a messed up eye. Let's fucking go. We're finally done. Here's my 3 little stickmen. My favorite is definitely the creepy one. You know, I spent the most time on it, and he looks pretty fucking cool in my opinion. What should his name be though? I was thinking Steven, but I watched Steven Universe, and you know, that Steven from there is not creepy at all, so it doesn't really match in my head. You know, maybe Jeff or something like that. I don't know. Drop your suggestions in the comments. I really want to know. Overall, this was a really fun challenge, and I recommend that you try it too. Like previous previously mentioned, I got this idea from Viyaura's video, and I wanted to give my own spin to it and make it creepy. Check out their video if you want to, and do not forget to subscribe, because if you don't, you'll probably never see my face again.